Hello. Welcome everyone to Perspective. I want to start the show off by saying happy belated birthday to my super duper, super califragilistic, espialidocious co-host,
Thank you, sir.
Latoya Doc Gilliard.
Thank you,
Happy
sir.
birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At the top of each show, we always want to talk about what the premise and the purpose of our platform is, and it's really found right there in the name, perspective. So this platform is really, we want to make it a safe place, a true place where people can come and share their various opinions, their points of views, their lived experiences on different topics and subjects. One thing that we definitely want to always highlight and iterate to the masses is that your opinion is your opinion. You definitely have a right to it. And just because your opinion, your point of view, your perspective doesn't match or meet with the beliefs and values of another person, doesn't make yours right, yours wrong, theirs wrong. It just simply means they're different. And so listening to understand is an act of love, in our opinion. Um, and we think that as long as you understand that there's just differences, it doesn't make anyone right or wrong, good or bad, or better, and simply make them different. So always remember that as we have these discussions, we want to be, we want to be honest, but definitely have some thick skin and understand that there are going to be some different points of views, different values, and again, perspectives when it comes to each topic. So, with that being said, I'm just introducing myself. I'm Eric, aka the Intellect, aka the Atlantic, because I'm cold deep and sloppy, aka Cullinan 8, because I was an 8 club on my line, and the Cullinan is the biggest diamond ever found on land by man, and that's me. So I'm 3,000 plus carats. I'm a community activist. I'm part of I'm in the nonprofit. I mentor. I do career coaching. I'm out there a little bit. So if you look, pay attention. Some call me Mr. TBR too. It's a true balance of reality. But if you talk to me, you listen long enough,
The new one.
I'll say it again.
The new one. Because
Yeah.
I got your intro like memorized. I don't know.
I know.
That's
I
new.
know. Someone has been saying that. So I said, okay, let me go and bring it out into the ether. But nevertheless, happy to be here. Always want to share, evoke thought. And I'll just pass the mic over to my illustrious co-host, Doc.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Do me a favor. Everybody like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. And then you can support BS3 Network by sending stars. Stars help us earn money to continue building the network. So send the stars. We would appreciate it. Now, my name is Latoya. I am a licensed professional counselor, a wife, a mom, an author, a speaker, and apparently I hold conferences. But my main thing is just I like to hold space for people to heal. And I'm so excited to get this show on the road because I like talking about relationships. So let's do it.
All right, all right. So if you hadn't paid attention, you can see that the topic and the subject matter for tonight is around relationships, marriage to be more precise. So we're talking about engagement and wedding rings. Are they a waste of money or is it a must-have?
Let's get into it because I'm ready. You see me? Let me get situated.
Wait a minute. You shifted your weight. You got comfortable.
me
It looked like you got in a fighting stance a little bit. That's how I saw it. That's how I saw it.
No, sir. No, sir. I just want to be comfortable to share my perspective.
Okay.
And I want to be centered in my stance.
We act like it's gonna be some static. Everybody might all agree that it's just
everybody's gonna agree.
That is a waste of money. Everybody's probably going to agree that it's a waste of money. So
absolutely not.
I don't think that it's going to be a really big deal. But
absolutely not a waste of money.
So let's do it. Let's do it like this, Doc, because it sounds like you're going to say it's a must-have, and
absolutely,
obviously, not obviously, But I would say, if we're from my point of view and what I'm looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
I think that engagement rings and wedding rings ultimately represent a waste of money.
Well, I mean, you're entitled to your perspective. Say more about that.
All right, but here the way I want to get into it is let me ask let me kind of pose some questions to you. That
Bring it.
okay?
I'm gonna
So
answer, and you gonna answer.
okay, absolutely. So
Cool.
what purpose do the engagement or and we're going to say engagement slash wedding ring or the you
We
know
can
what I
just
mean,
say the ring. We can just
the
say the
ring. Let's do that, right? So what? Tell me, what is the purpose? What is the purpose that ring serve?
so
And I
many
should say more like, what's the real purpose of a ring?
so many purposes. So it's sealing your promise to me with a wonderful piece of jewelry.
Okay,
It is letting everybody else know that I am tagged and taken. Um,
I'm gonna take that one.
yeah, and it's just what you need to do. You need to give
Because
her
it
a
sounds like you're having a hard time at the moment. So really, you said gives you a good piece of jewelry.
facts.
It lets other
It is
people
a
know.
symbol of your love for me. It's a symbol of your love for me, and it lets everybody else know that we're in a serious committed relationship, and you are not just my boyfriend, but you are taking me seriously. We're about to get married. That's what this ring is doing.
So okay, all right. So um, if anybody has done any research or anybody looked at like the purpose of rings, where did that ritual, that cultural um, practice come from? It really is a symbol of ownership.
Hmm. I'm with that too.
It was like a contract, meaning that you belong to somebody.
Did it start in Egypt? I feel like the Egyptians started it with but they
Well,
call
that's
it love
I would
ring.
tell anybody. Side note, anybody, if it's something of history, and it started in Egypt. We
Promise.
started. Well, I say we, but in Egypt, everything started. That is the true. That's the Eden. That is the beginning.
Okay, but hold on. They started it as like love rings, though. Did
Nah,
they start it as property?
yeah,
Okay, I don't mind that. I'm
it
good
was.
with that.
Yeah, it was a symbol of. It was to indicate that this is taken,
That's what I said.
ownership. But here we go. It was not. Now everybody's saying yeah rings, but let's keep this in mind. The rings that we're talking about that were these symbols back in pre um, pre 1940s and older, okay, and back it wasn't gold, it wasn't silver, it wasn't even metal. It would be stone,
Okay.
it would be wooden things carved or some other tangible materials, made out of tree bark, good, shit like that. So keep that in mind as you defend this process, because I'm okay. I'm okay.
Hold on. Hold
So,
on. I am not defending that process because I don't know nothing about that. I'm defending the process that I know about today. I'm happy to discuss the history of it, and I'm gonna let you lead that discussion because that's
well, I'm always going to introduce because the matter of the motive, the reasoning, right? The purpose of a thing comes from its origin. Okay, what was its purpose? What was its reason?
ownership.
That should have that should have an impact on the value of a practice, or like why you do something should carry some weight. So that's why I'm mentioning that. But we'll continue down the road. So um, we kind of talked about where the idea of rings, a wedding and engagement rings came come from. But we're gonna well, you just made a great point, so we can segue into that. You talked about the rings of today, the fact that it has to be a certain amount and needs to be made of certain materials.
Well, let's dial that back because I think every woman is different. I think the standard is a diamond, but I don't think Every woman wants that. Like my homegirl hates diamonds, and her stone is a blue something something. She gonna kill me for calling it a blue something something because it means something to her. But and her ring is gorgeous. Like let's be clear, blue eye is blueing, but it's not a diamond. And so I don't know that it has to be a certain thing. I think the norm is a certain thing. But like I love when people personalize it. Because I think even Remy Ma got a black diamond. She doesn't have like a traditional diamond that they got money. But like I said, my homegirl got a blue stone. So
no, I mean I won't argue with that. I'm just like but we're talking about the masses. You know, I'm not trying to really let me say we already know there's always anomalies to every rule.
Always an outlier, correct?
Always outliers, absolutely. But right now, I mean, those diamonds, diamonds are forever. We hear about that. And then it's supposed to be 3 months of your monthly salary. It needs to be, well, don't frown. That's what they say. Yeah, you work you now. I want people to research on their own. Look up De Beers Diamond Company. And like in the 1940s, they introduced engagement rings and really the marketing and advertising of diamond engagement rings. Because before then, it was really about dowries and bringing some of value to the family of the bride. And then there was a courtship, things like that. So there were different ways to indicate that, hey, this is who I'm courting, this is who I'm going to be with, and they belong to me now. And so it wasn't necessarily diamond rings. That which points to my point, and I always want this to hover throughout the conversation, because really my premise on the fact that it's a waste of money, that a lot of things can symbolize that. We'll get to that because I actually have a question. But I'm thinking about when you're talking about money, and we're talking about now the amount and the cost and what it is with inflation and the pricing of these things. Does it make sense to take that much money and put it it's on your hand? It's on your hand, and it's not accruing in value. It's not making any money. It's not in the market when you can take that amount and have it, put it towards something more tangible. So that's really what I'm trying to really link into. So, and then what? So I'm gonna ask you this, Doc, because I'll kind of go on a tangent on that. So tell me why have the rings become the focal point of relationships and marriage, and how come that has become the driving force on initiating relationships, marriages, and unions?
Why is the ring the focal point?
Mm-hmm.
Because Beyonce said, "If you like it, put a ring on."
So Beyonce. So that's your answer, really?
No. I could stop there though, because
many women will be like, exactly, and walk away.
No, I think that it's not necessarily the ring. It's what the ring symbolizes. Like the masses have been taught that for a woman, the pinnacle of success and the thing that you should strive to do is be a wife. And so that's that's why.
Well, that's a problem though, because
it is.
Because
that's what she said. Okay, sorry.
No, let it ride, Doc. But I mean, it worries me because then that's a kind of like a double standard. So you want the ring, you want someone else to buy the ring, and they want this big bag. But at the same time, you're independent. I have my own. I do my own. So things have shifted in that regard. I probably would be able to lean toward that if more traditional insights as far as marriages and relationships are concerned, where they're more structured.
Say more. I don't think I.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to say it without causing too much. Like there's, the structure, like more structure in the home as far as.
You mean like more old school, like?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. I can't assume. I have to make sure.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm just being funny.
So you're saying that because
if you're gonna be out making, because I'm not gonna do that. If let's say we both make a certain amount of money, we make equal amount of money, then there's a different conversation that has to happen, because a person that's making money, bringing money into a household, they're going to have a different mindset, and they're going to have a different level set of way. They're going to have a way. Okay. They got more say, so to speak. I would hate to say that a woman has less, any person who's not bringing as much money has less say, but that happens almost intrinsically and naturally. So you can't ignore that. And so in today's time, we're talking about we want to get engagement rings. Like, so now as the man, I got to go fork over 3 months worth of money to put on your hand, and you may make 10, 20,000 more than me. It's now, it's just not practically sensible.
So I don't know that people are actually saying, "Oh, this is my salary. Let me times it by 3, and then that's the cost of the ring." I don't know that people are doing that. At least not the people that I hang out with, right? Like, we're not doing that. We're like, "This is the ring. Okay, this is my budget. Let's go from here." You know what I mean? Like, so when you say it that cut and dry, I guess I have a hard time following that, because first of all, I had never heard that. But I don't know anybody that's like, okay, this is my salary times 3. I got to go put all of this money on the ring. Now, from that aspect, to me, that's not even practical. Like, to me, that's not even smart.
Exactly. I'm glad you said it. That's why that's my co-host, y'all. Just saying some sensibility coming from the.
I also think that it shouldn't be about the size per se. It should be about the intent behind it and what you can afford. I don't want a beautiful ring and my lights are off. I don't want 8 carats on my hand and my tires bald, my brakes bad, my lights off, my phone disconnected, but I got an 8-carat ring on my hand. Because guess what I'm finna have to do?
Do something with the 8-carat ring.
So you took all of your money and bought the 8-carat ring, and we have other stuff going on. That's not smart. But now you put a little bit aside, or you do like us and you just upgrade throughout the years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have my original ring. We just upgrade.
Say it again. I mean, to me, that practical thought is the lost part of it. That's what brought up the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like this absolute inability to think practically when you come to, I gotta have a ring. I'm like, well,
I gotta have a ring. Let's be clear. I got to have a ring. You want to make, you can propose to me with air.
Okay, they got this beautiful, surgical steel. They polish it really good. And then they got they make diamonds now.
Good with that too. I don't want a cubic zirconia, but a lab.
What's wrong with the cubic zirconia?
I just don't. I don't want that. There's nothing wrong with it. Latoya, don't want it.
Well, if you don't want it, then something's wrong with it to you. So I'm asking you, what's wrong with it? Yeah, come on now.
Don't get no cubic zirconia. That's what my mama said. That's what that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, mama said.
That was a joke. But I'm born in April. My birthstone is a diamond. I don't want a cubic zirconia. Now I'll take a lab, what they call it, lab created diamond. I'll take that. I'll take a moissanite. I might take a sapphire depending on how it's cut, but I'm not taking a cubic zirconia. No, thank you.
How would you know the difference?
Because I'll know.
Thank you, because you're giving me both sides of it. So you were so practical, and we were just championing along. We was like Olympian row.
But look at them options.
We was on sequence. Then all of a sudden you got off. Now we didn't fell out and go.
I just don't want a cubic zirconia. I gave several other options. This is the one option that I don't want. And truth about the truth, depending on the truth. The color, I take a color stone. Now that I seen my friend with one, I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful option. I would take that too.
So it took you seeing your friend. But we're gonna stay off that. I'm really the mindset.
Hold on. Me and my friend got married at the same time. So this was 10 years ago. I have matured. Thank you.
We just need more of them to come along and understand that.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If we really getting married, and we really about to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You can upgrade my ring over time. Do not think. Don't have me out here with my tires bad, my lights off, my phone off. I'm hungry, but I got 45 carats. That's not smart.
It don't make sense at all. And I mean, most women would say, "Well, I don't want no 45 carats. I don't want no 8 carats. I'm just
I would
like
like 3. 3 is good. I've also been married 10
I'm,
years.
I'm taking the point. Like, I think a ring is any amount of money could go to do something better.
What you got against rings?
I really don't have anything against rings.
So let me ask you this.
How
Do
about
you
rings?
got other jewelry? Is it just jewelry you don't like, or is it just specifically the ring?
It's not specifically the ring. It's anything that's not going to contribute to the estate. You know what I
Got
mean?
got
I guess it's my practicality. I'm thinking about it from a practical standpoint because I
right.
know some really great people, wonderful people, and I know people who have very nice rings, and they got the means to do it.
That's the key.
And they got the means to do it. Still, though, hold on. Just because you can don't mean you should.
That's key too.
So listen. So so you got this nice ring, and I already know the answer, and you know the answer, but I'm gonna say the question anyway. So having this ring, does it make the marriage better? Does it generate more success for the marriage? And does it make marriages last longer? Oh, hold on. But before you respond to that or we get into that, I guess let's definitely read some of
Let's
the
go up here. Come on.
yeah. So Facebook user, I think you can go on and actually give permission to StreamYard so that on Facebook so that it can show your name. We love to give you a shout out and your kudos, and we appreciate you being here. It says, if that's the case, what about divorce and getting remarried?
We were talking about ownership then. Let's just
He said, let's go check. He said, they say statements like, till death do us part.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hey.
I was right. I was right.
You know, he just I was right. Says both sides should understand each other's religions. Okay. Yeah, because I think on the point where we were talking about values and beliefs,
right?
As far as that, because somebody's religion may not have rings involved in it. You know what I mean? Or somebody's religion may be like rings is the thing. Mr. J. Gill, said tungsten steel. That's what I'm talking about. And then Alexis Butler says, I don't think nobody is proposing or even thinking about buying an expensive ring if bills aren't paid. She's like, let's be real. Now I'm gonna tell you.
You're smart.
Yes.
You would think that because you're
practical. I'm just telling you.
But I know people.
Yes, I know people. Be like, you doing what?
I'm like, how? You just asked me for money. Like, what okay.
Mr. Smallwood.
Okay, Mr.
Oh, Mr. Smallwood. I'm gonna give Mr. Smallwood a shout out. Mr. Smallwood is a former teammate of mine.
All right, Mr. Smallwood.
Yeah, that's 5'2" right there. That's 5'2" right there. So we came up together. Quick sidebar. They didn't know, they couldn't tell us apart when we got to school. No, seriously, they was calling me Smallwood. I was like, hey, I'm Butler, coach. He'd go do something. They'd be like, Butler, get out from like, this is Smallwood, coach. So that was my brother, man. They put us together and we've been rocking ever since.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
So
hold on before you
so Alex says, to me, the ring symbolizes the seriousness of you asking someone in marriage, asking them to tie themselves to you forever. Plus, once the woman says yes, she got to buy her man that nice ring too. Oh, that's interesting.
We be here.
So the women buy the men's ring?
Yeah.
They do?
Yes. What's all that shaking and sipping? Yes.
I'm just, like, okay.
That not in the circles you were.
That didn't come up. That didn't come up. That didn't come up in my research and my reading and my nothing. I didn't see that.
My girl.
Well, here's the thing. I was shacking prior, so finances were combined and all that money was kind of tied up in there together. So it was kind of like,
She said this. She said this. Why you not reading sis comment?
she said, ain't no way. That's what she was trying to say. Ain't no way. Mr. Jenkins said, I agree with you, Alexis. And no, I'm all for it. I have no problem. Say yes, they do. Well, supposed to buy the guy's ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
I mean, I'm not. I like it. I like it.
Does that change how you feel about it now that you know that we was all under the impression that the women buy the ring, buy the guy's ring, or no?
I'll be like, why? Because I lost my ring. I was fishing. That joker in Joe Pool Lake right now.
No, when you go fishing and stuff like that, you're supposed to wear the Amazon little plastic joint.
That was before the end. Amazon didn't even exist during those days. See how you making me date myself?
I bet.
You have all them nice little tools and the rubber. You know, cats be having those black, they like rubber. You know, I'm gonna go that route. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed my ring. I liked my ring. And then I got a replacement one, but I didn't get no good expensive replacement. And I still have it. It's in my garage somewhere.
Okay. So your question was, do the rings make the marriage better? Come on, you know they don't.
Exactly. So leads to my point. Why put such a large amount of investment in something? It really has no true impact on the marriage.
It's a symbol. So,
man, being faithful to me is a great symbol. That's what I would like. Show me some commitment, some support, some support, some loyalty, and that'll be a great symbol for me. Thank you.
Well, you can't propose.
And then I know you, because one of your points was, but it lets people know. Open up your mouth and tell them. That'll let them know too.
Yeah, but when people see me in my ring, we ain't gotta talk about nothing. Cause here's the thing, dudes will be like, "Hey, what's your name?" You'd be like, "Hey, I'm Toya," and they'd be like, "Well, no, sir, I'm married." Well, can you have friends? No, I don't want to be your friend. Leave me alone.
Yeah, if you let somebody be your friend, they want more than being a friend.
Yeah, no, I got enough friends.
Now well, I mean, you don't have to have your ring, your finger green, because after the show, you're gonna understand that that's not even a deal. So you're gonna be like, well, how about give me the amount that you would spend on the ring, give that to me, and I'm gonna put that into a Roth IRA, and I'm gonna let that sit and grow for a while.
Because
you're gonna feel better about that. We won't get you a Cubes or Carter, but we can get you a Swarovski crystal or something.
Oh, absolutely not.
What do you mean? That stuff
bracelets and earrings, but for my ring that I'm finna wear every day, no.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, that's why we're gonna get that tungsten steel, like my brother, Mr.
I'll probably be fine with that, because as long as I can wear it in the shower, I'm like, sis, I don't want to have to take it off, because it's billable. I don't have to do all that.
Facebook here says, "Honey, that's facts." Talking about.
so here's the question. Okay, you're not with the rings because they cost too much. They don't bring nothing. So when you propose, do you propose with air, with love, with a balloon? Like what? How do we seal the deal?
I say you could propose with all of those.
Like some shoes.
Be creative. Get something sentimental. Like what if somebody proposed with the first concert ticket that they took you to? Hey, this was on our first date. I took you to so and so, and here's the concert ticket.
That's a Valentine's Day gift. That's
so, well, come on now. I'm just spitball. I'm not saying this is necessarily what I would do. Come on, we're just trying to let's expand our minds. Don't be so. That's what the platform is for. We're just thinking outside of the box here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a need to fight. We're not making you do it. None of this is going to be set in stone or put into law. So we're good. He said the prenum is what confuses me. Alexa says, be so for real right now. Here, so that's disrespectful.
I'm just saying, like, what you gonna give me? Like,
It can. What if he brought you? He say, "Hey, man, here's the keys to a new house I bought for us."
and then thank you. Is my ring on the counter in there? Or
You really see? I'm gonna tell you.
see,
Please, I'm like, Doc, come on, man, don't do me like this. I was just about to.
No, I was
about to shut down. I was like, okay, so next question is because it ain't.
You buy me a whole house.
No,
I can buy my own ring. We good.
Okay, you still gotta have a ring.
I do. I want a ring. Yes.
What about so? If you want a ring, but why does it have to be? How about one of them leather joints? You know, they got a leather one and it wrap around and then it just buckles, kind of like it got a snap on it, or they got the one that kind of like it got a button on it.
Are you making this up?
I'm not making this up. Doc say, am I making it up? No, I'm not making it up. They do have, because you think about it, you have some individuals that just go get a tattoo on that finger. So if you got to have some type of
they making it up too. This is crazy.
This is real. This is real. Then you got wooden rings. They'll stain it. They'll put some
but a ring
thing on it. Huh?
A ring nonetheless.
Would that work though? You'd be okay with that?
No, honey, I don't want no buckles. No, I don't want that.
What a snap. We'll go with the snap.
No, thank you.
But you still
you buy me a house, I go buy my own ring. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Like, thank you.
Are you gonna buy him a ring, Steve?
Yeah, he bought me a house. He got whatever he want.
What if he said, "I'm good on the ring, baby"? Buy me some stock.
Okay, I'm gonna buy you some stock and a ring.
Now we getting interested. Now it's getting interesting.
Put this leash on and let everybody know you belong to me.
This leash. Wait.
The old ball and chain. Ain't that what they say?
I was trying to just take a drink, keep myself, and I got a piece of ice, so I'm struggling. So since we come to the conclusion, we know that the ring really doesn't have an impact on the marriage, and that's really what I'm trying to get to, is we put so much emphasis on this monetary thing, this materialistic thing. So, well, let me ask you this: so, how much should be spent on the ring?
I think that's subjective to what we make. I think that's subjective to what our goals are. I think it's subjective to like our 1 year plan, 3 year plan. Like, that's subjective. I can't put like a specific dollar amount on that because everybody's dollar amount is different. Like I said, for us, we've upgraded over the years. We didn't start out with several like poof. No, we upgraded.
Gotcha. So let's read some of the comments.
Okay, I got you.
Do I have to get married in front of a preacher? Now that's up to you. Now that's up to you. I think really that's symbolic in marriage. That's not really where the licenses come into play. That's not it's not binding. It's really more symbolic in expression to maybe your church family if you have one, or if you belong to a church. But really, marriages are really sealed in that's a legal binding contract is really what marriage is. And so, when you go to the courthouse, you can go sign a marriage license, never have any type of circumstance, ceremony of any sort, but you are now married, and you're actually married right after you do that. Anything else, any ceremonies, receptions, and actual weddings, that's just somebody. Alexis says, so put that leash on. Mr. JK say, yes, ice me out. He said, LOL, not leash. I know. She said, ball and chains. I need people to know this is mine. Alexis says, I don't even want to wear it. I want that ring though. Come on. She said, period, Mr. J. Ice me out. Okay. Oh, so she said she gotta have the ice too.
Ice
Says
me out.
what you talking about sounds like how our ancestors used to do back in the day. Use the just used to ask and got married quick. Rings weren't really emphasis until they pushed diamonds as a symbol of love. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I said another stone. I'm open to that now, but you can put something on this whole finger. Let them know.
So no, I accept that. Like, okay, we've gotten accustomed. I want some type of symbol because it is a sign that I am married. Because our society looks at that, so you definitely want to have that. But you're saying it doesn't have to be an expensive diamond. But you did mention 3 carats. You knew exactly how you knew what kind of cuts you weren't going to take.
But what I said was, I've been married for 10 years. I didn't start out with 3 carats.
But 3 carats was on your mind from the start.
No, 3 carats is what I want now.
Oh, it is involved. So when does it stop, Doc?
3 is good. I'm good at 3. We good.
Okay, I was just saying. I'm trying to help out.
We all right. We all right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go with that buckle joint.
Hey, nobody wants that. I'm just telling you. Nobody
you let me know now, huh? You let me know now. So nobody wants that.
No.
So, so is it? But let me ask you this. Okay, understand rings. People want rings. Is it okay to get married without a ring?
For other people, sure.
Wait. It's just a wait. Just a blanket. That's just a blanket question. Is it okay for people to get married without the rings?
Sure. If they're okay with that.
Why are you uncomfortable just answering it?
Because my gut reaction is like, H, no. What do you mean?
And then you have to really unload, like, really?
Then I have to dial it back.
I know, because it's not realistic. It's like this is my fear, that we get caught up in so many societal norms and cultural practices, then we have to evaluate things. I think it's important to reevaluate things. Something may have been applicable at a time in a period, and I think it's only a sign of wisdom to take a look at those things, reevaluate them, and say, do they apply today?
That ring applies. Yeah, that ring, that's gonna apply.
You could keep a straight face. But you trying to sell it? I got it. I got it. That's funny. She say,
because like,
yeah, that ring.
I don't know, because now I'm kind of thinking like, okay, get engaged with a house. Like, that's cute. I can do that. But then I'm gonna go get us some rings on the side.
I'll be like, what are these for? Just something.
Go ahead and throw that on. Thank you, sir. Hold on. So yes, sis, 10 years, worked hard. With me, knew exactly what I had wanted. I was like, it's time for an upgrade. I'm ready for another carrot.
So what
I'm ready for another carrot, please.
She say, show that ring, sis. Okay. Facebook say, good luck with that buckle.
For real, nobody wants nobody wants that, I promise.
Man, it's kind of it's fly little joint. Then you can put nice little descriptions in it.
You're gonna do that and then tell people that you know me, because then they're gonna be like, why I didn't tell you that don't nobody want that.
And then it's gonna have like the little piece, like the button or the buckle. Because I would go with the snaps. It's just too regular, but I would go with the buckle because it's kind of like fashion.
It's unique.
No, not like a buckle like that. It's like you know how it has the cut in like if you button your pants, right? You got the slit right there, and then you button it in. Instead of a button, it's kind of like looking like a little bone, like a little bone piece of wood.
And you twist it so it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, it kind of go through there. It goes through there, and it
they don't do that.
It has a prehistoric, ancient feel to it. It has an Egyptian comedic type of feel to it. No, you don't think that?
That's like Valentine's Day. That's not proposal, and probably don't even buy for Valentine's Day if I'm being honest.
All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm back now. I'm sticking. Y'all can't run me off my buckle.
That's don't nobody
So
want
yeah, but you made me laugh. You like a buckle, like a belt buckle?
that. I'm
No,
just trying.
yeah, it's more.
Okay, I love. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Facebook said that the house better have both y'all names on
Listen,
it.
because I'm looking at the deed first before I go buy these rings. Let's be clear. I'm running in the house like, oh, look at the countertop. The paperwork, please. These closets are nice. Where's the paperwork?
This is scary because even just the way that you just talked about that. So the house is bought. It's not like, oh, we have a home. Can I see the paperwork? I need to, because marriage has become, and the rings are the epitome of this. They really are the epitome of this. So aren't the engagement and wedding rings just a superficial want? And they only promote and perpetuate materialism.
I'm good with that.
She said, okay,
No, for real. Like, I think you want me to be like, no, it's not materialistic. It's blah, blah, blah. It is kind of materialistic. I do want to have a symbol of the status that we share together. I do want that. Yes.
Okay.
I'm good with
Facebook.
it.
Well, Facebook, you said, I don't think kings and queens back in the day got married.
I don't know.
Because what was understood didn't need to be explained or celebrated.
It was iced out though. The kings and the queens had all type of jewelry, so they was iced out.
They had no diamonds.
They had the jewelry of the day,
which was just, was the leather straps with the buckle. Had the seashell, the crumbled seashells, incrustations on the outside.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Some people had like jewels and ruby. Oh, a ruby ring would be nice.
Okay, I'm sorry you brought this up. I'm calling trouble. Let me get you home. Facebook you says the doc only been married once.
Yes. And we've been married for 10 years in November.
Yeah. They're good. They're good together.
Yes, Facebook.
They like one of them couples. I forgot the couple. They'd be like, and we still together.
That's us on Living Color.
Yeah, indeed.
They said, let that strap and buckle go. Let it go.
Listen, I'm gonna bring that into style. Now watch.
Can you send me a picture? Because I just keep seeing, I don't think I'm seeing the right thing. You cannot be talking about what I'm seeing.
I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Say,
Eric, if you got married tomorrow, would you propose with a ring or a buckle? Ring buckle.
She does not want that. She's gonna this, but she doesn't want that. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm proposing with I'm proposing.
Are you gonna hand her like a portfolio and say, "Will you marry me? Here's your portfolio."
I'm proposing with air.
Where's Alexis at now? Where's she at?
Doc, you gave me the idea. I never who would have thunk it. You know what I'm saying? No.
Air.
I'm proposing with my commitment, with my loyalty. I will provide, I will protect, I will problem solve.
This is wonderful.
I will perform the acts of procreation at a very high level.
Where's the gift?
The gift is my heart.
You gonna like cut it out, then you'll die. Where's the?
I'm gonna keep it right. I'm gonna keep it right here. You stay close so you can have access to it.
Read the comment.
Alexis Butler says, "Pop, sis is gonna say no."
She gonna have to.
Well, then that means she ain't the one.
No, that means you tripping. Nobody is the one with air. No, that's not what that means.
Listen, because the one that will commit to me with nothing, I'm gonna be dedicated to give him everything.
You're gonna have to give me a band or something. Like, okay,
I mean, listen, I told you, I just told you, I'm giving away too many secrets as it is. Trying to help y'all, but you don't want to listen.
No, we don't.
I know.
We want a ring. And not that buckle strap button. We don't want that.
Facebook user says depends on which end the hair comes out of. Okay. This group.
She commits to nothing.
Alexis,
agree.
If she commits to nothing, she's desperate. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Well,
agree 1,000%.
Doc, don't be encouraging this.
No, she is correct.
No.
Something. I want my love, my loyalty. The whole time you saying this, sis, like, she waiting on you to go in your pockets and pull out her ring. She's listening, but she's looking.
Well, then that's what I'll do. I'll get a ring box, and then I will say, I don't have it right now, but I'll work hard towards it. And see, by the time we go a little bit, and they won't even be worried about no ring. They'll be like, man, he a good man. He been
you lying to yourself? Ooh,
I know a couple
today.
Providing, protecting.
Right now, they've been married 2 years. She talk about that ring every 2 weeks when they come see me. I've been seeing them 6 months. They've been married 2 years. Well, every 2 weeks.
I mean, people suffer from the disease. It's out there. That's why we covering it. We talking about it.
You said that sis was gonna forget. You said by the time we get going, she ain't gonna be thinking about that ring, and I'm telling you that that's not accurate. No.
I'm saying it's possible. I really think it's possible. I think times are changing. People understand it. Like, for example, would you rather have 3 carats on your head or have have money put up that's making money?
I want all of it. Both. I don't want to choose. What Cardi B say? I can get them both. I don't want to choose. That's me. That's me. I don't want to choose. I'm on both. Come on, read the comments.
What's Cardi B right now? How's she doing?
She fine. I saw her on TikTok the other day having a good old time.
So, Alexa says, like, are you going to upgrade to a second buckle or something?
Hey, that is the best.
Hey, when your creation backfire on you, you know what I'm saying? That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was good.
Yeah, we upgrade. We go to Velcro.
That's a downgrade.
You think? Well, I'll start with the Velcro and then we'll move to the buckle.
Yeah. You're gonna be by yourself forever.
Then they got the one where it's kind of like a little.
Can we read the comment? Because we don't.
Facebook, you said, if one of the significant other happens to pass away, what should the other person do?
Grieve them for a year and then move on with their life.
What you gonna do with that ring, though?
Keep it, wear it during your grieving process. Once you're done grieving, put it up.
You know y'all gonna pawn it and sell it.
Who is pawning it?
I'm just saying. Should have put that in a.
Nobody's pawning it. They may give it to their kid or something.
In my anniversary voice. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Gotta do something if you want to. She's gonna tell you to try again when you get it. Then really, so that to me that just shows it ain't really. It's about the ring. It ain't about who I am, what we are, and what we got together. Is that what y'all trying to tell me?
I think that you want it to be that, but that's not it. I think the person's gonna love who you are and what you stand for, but they also want a show of that. They want a symbol of that, and they do not want that buckle. I promise. I promise.
All right, we'll get back to tattoos. How about that? That's a symbol.
Are you gonna propose to her at the tattoo shop?
Great idea. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
I'm not saying nothing else because you are out of control.
Says, I want both.
That's right.
Now stop being greedy.
She want both.
You, Doc, and Cardi B. Y'all sit down somewhere. Alexa says, Doc said that's a downgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, that Velcro, that's nothing.
To set it on let go. I'm
Nigga,
just
he
saying,
is a
because you got
word.
to let it go. Who gonna want you ain't supposed to keep all that.
Why
That's
not?
why that money would be better served doing something else.
You really believe that, don't you?
I mean, I have a
I
feeling.
actually think you're right. I do think the money would be better served doing something else, but that's not what we want. We want the symbol.
She said, but that's
I'm
yeah,
not
I
gonna
know that's right, and that would be good, but I don't care.
I don't.
I'm feeding into my greed, and I'm going to go ahead and perpetrate this materialistic aspect of relationship, unions, and marriage.
Minus the greed.
Yeah, because you're not greedy. I can't call you greedy now.
Minus the greed, but
You
I
must
want
just
both. Okay, put $50 in the account, put $50 on my ring. Put $50
spoil.
in
That's
the
the
account.
word. Okay, spoil. That's the word. It came to me. Thank you, Most High. Give me what I need, what I needed. It's not greed.
When my dad comes in town, you can meet him and tell him that I'm spoiled.
That ain't who
He's
did
gonna
it.
say absolutely.
That ain't who did it.
Hold on, let me finish.
I cut for the person who did it, so I ain't gonna
Hold on,
say
let me finish. Because he absolutely started it. Then I met the other guy. And his name is Jeff.
yeah, culprit number one.
Listen, and he just kept it.
Cooking, buying rings. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just causing problems out here in the street.
No, we've been through a lot. I deserve my stuff. We good.
No, yes, what's up? No, that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. Man, look at that. We almost at the time.
Yeah, because that buckle took us all the way through.
No. Y'all back up off the leather rings. I didn't see them. They nice. And they play it. And the people are good. I mean that they got the means. But it's not about the materialistic part of it. And I just would hope people would think about that before they run out and think, I gotta get a diamond. It has to be 3 months of a certain salary.
Yeah,
And really think about the relationship. Now, if you have the means and that's something you want to do and that's a part of your process, I get it and I accept it. And it's cool, I ain't gotta buy it, so it's good. But I would love for people to try to think outside of the box in that way, especially our ladies. What would be more practical? What would be more, you would still feel something that's symbolic, but doesn't have to be a ring and doesn't have to, something that wouldn't take away from, other wealth building practices that you would be doing together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't think of a thing.
I'm drawing a blank. There's nothing that comes to mind. Okay. Facebook Facebook user says, I think he is still butthurt about losing his ring in Joe Pool Lake. And think about it, all that money he lost on that ring. Listen, you just picked the sky out right there. I don't know what made you do it and what made you talk about it, but
because that all makes sense. Thank you, Facebook user.
Said he's still thinking about what he could have done with that money to this day. I'm gonna tell you something.
Shout out.
That's a bit scary, and I really wish I knew who that was, because that's a little bit. It really brought to the mind. I was like, what was the purpose? It is in the bottom of the damn lake.
Yeah, but nobody told you to lose it. Nobody told you to go.
And I was not even trying. Like, I was hurt when I did. It was like on a movie scene. I was like, oh. And it just happened so.
It do be happening fast.
Man, I was like in shock. I was like, how did this just happen? I mean, it just came. It just said, "Boom!" You could hear it. It said, "Ding!" Bloop.
Oh, that is.
I was hurt. Listen, it just took me back to right now. My blood pressure just went up. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Come on back down. Woosah.
Yeah, I'm about to do some breathing exercise a little bit. But nevertheless, Alexa says,
to be honest,
my man might go and dig deep in the dirt and find a nice rock and make my ring, and I'll cherish that forever too. Make sure it's the real deal though.
I actually appreciate that if he go like make it with his hands and stuff and like put some work into it. I can appreciate that.
Well, that's what a minute ago you said. I can't think of anything else.
But honey, are you reading? It said make my ring. See, she's still getting a ring.
I'm talking about diamonds, and I don't want, and I don't want to. Yeah, I am. I'm not. I just like 3 months of salary on the damn something you put on your hand.
I don't encourage that.
Yeah. Alexa says, "Who is their Facebook user? They might be on to something."
This they right. They are right. As we have seen this happen, they are right.
Y'all don't know me.
When is the only time I should take the ring? Say more like take it back or take it like what you mean?
Accept the ring.
Oh, don't accept it if you don't want to get married. Child, people give you a little ring. They be like, I put that ring on your finger. This how
So
you
in my
want.
research, I saw this. It was so disheartening. Guy was right. He proposed to the young lady. Young lady sat him down and said, "Listen, I can't marry you. I ran into Josh, and I like Josh. Like I got feelings for Josh, and there's chemistry there."
You
He was
talking
like,
about Love Is Blind?
"Was that what it was on?"
It was so it was Marshall, Jackie, and Josh.
What color was the girl?
Not black, maybe Hispanic or something. Yeah, that was on Love Is Blind, and his name really is Josh. And she kept the ring. She said,
That's what I wanted to talk about. He was like, and he said, you know what? The I don't know, but what he did. Why would she keep the ring?
she said she kept it because he didn't buy it. The show bought it, so she didn't have to give it back.
Oh, that's totally different. That ain't what they said. Because when he asked, she said, because you proposed to me with the ring, and
I
because you
want
wanted to marry me, and I'm keeping the ring. That's what she said. That's
Yeah,
what,
but then on the reunion, she said something like she didn't want him to have it
why
back.
she had to come better, because people talked about it. They drug her for that. Because I immediately drug in my mind. I was like, really? Boy, I tell you. That's why I don't nobody want to be. Man, who gonna marry something like that? Anyway,
Yeah,
Facebook just said, take the ring off.
yeah, she was not a good person.
See, and it wouldn't be no problem if you got that leather buckle. The
Done,
leather
done,
buckle.
done that.
Hey, I'm fine. I can go have another. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Lex says, I saw that clip too. She's like, it's off of love. Yeah, Love Is Blind. Alexis, he sat there and let her keep it too, and I see why she didn't want to marry him. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I like Marshall.
Man, no, I didn't like Marshall. I wanted to talk to Marshall, like kind of need.
Well, he didn't buy the ring, so he didn't lose nothing.
But he need to tap into his testosterone while outside, because you see what monsters he's creating out there. So Facebook, you said so. So what do E? So what do we? So what do E if your lady proposes to you with the ring? No buckle, no snapback, or Velcro, or whatever you said. What I'm going to do is accept it. Now, if it's of great value, if it has diamonds, if it costs money, I'm going to take that ring. I'm going to act like I lost it. But really, what I'm going to do is go get the money, take the money, and go invest the money. Okay. And then as that accrues over time, I'll probably use the interest in that to kind of build up our, any retirement plans we have, or if we have some trips and I listen to her things she'd like to go do, then maybe we can't do immediately. And then I would fund that with that. I would fund that with the interest that we're making off of that.
I'm just gonna keep it moving to
But to keep it cool, I would probably go get a replica so that she won't ask too many questions or anything. Hopefully that answers your question.
She should have given that ring back. Yes. This is ridiculousness.
Yes.
I hope it's a buckle, man.
Yeah, because I won't be able to do that with just a buckle.
Right.
It won't be a good enough seed money.
I'm fed up too. That's why I just didn't even say nothing. And so we want to thank you all for tuning in to Perspective. Please,
well, Doc, you ain't got no final words on the topic.
Please do not go propose with no buckle, Velcro, strap, ring. Do not propose with air.
What you mean? All right. No, we thank everybody for being here, man, and joining us. Thank you to our viewers. We really appreciate your involvement, your comments, your feedback. It's very, very important. Also, if you would make sure, like at the top of the show, Doc said, if you would please like, share, subscribe, go to BS3 Network. Make sure you tap in, subscribe, so you'll get the notifications for whenever our show starts and comes on. And then also other shows. Just take opportunity to kind of take a look at some of the other content that the network brings. It really is good. And also, again, if you want to support the show on Facebook, you can definitely get stars. We appreciate all of that interaction. Also, make sure you go to Perspective Podcast, our Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, join it. Also, let us know the topics that you would like to hear about. So we appreciate you as we head out.
On Instagram.
Yeah, and also on Instagram, Perspective Podcast, our Instagram page. Make sure you interact with us. Just let us know. We appreciate you. So with that being said, we'll see you next Thursday at 8:30 here on Perspective. So everybody just remember, man, to live in truth, stay balanced and respect reality. We'll talk to you later. Bye.